Said all he had to do was not get her pregnant. No. Listen. All you gotta not do is date little girl. Just don't do that. Go find some people your age, okay? This is the freaky boy, all right? He's a freaky boy, all right? From what I seen on Twitter, they said he started dating this girl when she was 12. He was 17. That is a senior in high school, maybe a junior, dating an 8th grader, a middle schooler. Crazy times, okay? Crazy times. But let's see if this video will let us know this is the real reason David wanted Celeste out of here, okay?
Version of myself that will kind of come out at random moments.
Mind you, I never even heard of this dude. Never heard a song by him. But let's see what he got going on.
It'd be like solving murder that I'm committing myself.
Wait a minute, buddy.
Evil version of myself that will kind of come out at random moments. I'd be like solving murder that I'm committing myself.
No way. There's no way. I've never heard of him
into this David situation, and like a lot of you guys in the comments, I believe that he did it. But it leads us to ask why. Why would he go and unalive this possibly 13 or 14-year-old girl, Celeste, who he was in a relationship with, unless he had something to hide? And I think it was more than just hiding the relationship, because he got comfortable hiding that relationship. I think that there's a possibility that she was pregnant. And there's a lot of people talking about this on social media, so I wanted to explain to you guys how they've gotten to this conclusion, and we're going to go through some metadata that's Discord and things like that to show you that there are messages from David's own Discord admitting that he was in a relationship with her. And
yo, bro, listen, all y'all gotta do is not be freaky horn dogs. That's all y'all gotta, bro. Just be regular people. I think men, all y'all gotta do is live y'all life like, if I had a child, would they be proud of what I'm doing right now? And if you live your life like that, you're not going to be doing the freaky stuff David was doing. All right?
We're going to get to that, but there's a lot I want to talk to you guys about in this video. First off, I want to mention David's alter ego, Tommy. Supposedly, this alter ego comes out of him and commits these murders and horrible things. And I don't know where he came up with this or what a Tommy is, but it kind of feels like a Tommy would be the one who's responsible for this crime. So he's talking about this bizarre situation where his alter ego comes out, commits crimes, and then he himself has to work as a detective to solve them. Now, I wonder if this freaky fantasy that he's created has become a real life thing, and that's like what he did to Celeste.
An evil version of myself that will kind of come out at random moments, and he would commit the crimes that I would have to solve as a detective. I'd be like solving murder that I'm committing myself.
There's an interview I found where David speaks about his desire to retire and live off the grid on an island with no social media within 3 to 4 years. Well, that's weird because he just got started in his career. So why would you want to go and leave so soon? But the time range is when Celeste would turn 18. And I don't know why you'd want to go and escape with her.
If you see Amazon's Incredible,
where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Okay, so the plan is hopefully this music thing takes off crazy.
Hold up, so his song was in the Incredible show? That's crazy.
Next year.
Why is he saying? Why are you saying that like you're not like up there, gang?
Well, I'm not there yet, but hopefully it's like even crazier next year. And then I'm going crazy year after year for the next 3 years, and then on the 4th year I retire, and on the 5th year I'm off the grid, living somewhere like on an island with this crazy crib, no social media, no digital footprint. I'm just gone. I'm just gone. In 5 years, I'm gonna be gone.
Will you still remember me?
Hold on, how old is David now? How old is he now? Because I'm about to start drawing some conclusion. My detective brain is peaking right now. How old is he?
Bro,
bro's literally giving us clues. I'm dead.
What's the secret code? Give us the first 2 numbers.
Absolutely not.
It sounds like he wants to live like like Jeffrey Epstein, right? Like, did anyone else just immediately think about that when he said this island with his mansion? Probably some really disturbing things going on. But I want to talk to you guys about the pregnancy. Now, I actually do use Discord. It's something I got into this year. I've got a few different servers I follow, like professional ones, you know, where they help me figure out like how to use TikTok, things like that. Which if you're not following me, go and check it out. But this is a Discord message. And as you guys can see, the username is deleted. Even though the username is deleted, there's still a tracking
with
number
David's
associated with.
All right, so he's 20 years old now, which makes the girl 15. Oh my Lord Jesus, have mercy. Oh my goodness. Listen. I think people who think like this, I'm gonna make this huge impact, then disappear. Especially the COVID kids, the kids who really peaked in their personality during COVID, which if he's 20, 15, makes sense. Living through your cell phone, the world's not having real interaction. I think people have developed like some type of psychosis in their head about what real life is, bro. I don't know.
This username. Remember that because it looks like Celeste's account shared this image of her left hand with a ring finger on it, an engagement ring, and a tattoo of David's name. We've already seen that she has the tattoo as well, so this isn't really shocking news. But we have other pictures shared by the same user. This one's from 2024, back in July. It looks like they're cuddling in some maybe backstage area. But this message right here is David's account, the one with the king emoji. It reads David. It's kind of hard to see on the screen, but in this message, a fan asked him, David, are you happily married or single? He replied to them, writing, me and @deleted user.
So in 2024, that means he would have been 19 and she would have been 14. Yo. And the mom came out like, yo, my daughter, she had a boyfriend named David. Yo, listen. Ain't no way my daughter out here with a boyfriend running the streets, backstage. That, bro, listen, can parents start parenting again, bro?
The same username we've seen in the last two photos got a kid on the way. This is again in July 2024. Here's another photograph of this message. I feel like this kind of helps legitimize the screenshots we've seen. It's a bad screenshot or picture, but it's actually a picture of a screen. And you could see here's the thread where he says, me and that user has a kid on the way. There's a reason why Hollywood stars always seem to walk away from scandals untouched. Just like there's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm. Most regular...
Oh, yo, shout out to the link in the bio. You know what I'm saying? We back to it.
That engagement ring. They copy the metadata from the username because keep in mind, the user has been deleted, but there's still data associated to it. The ring was mentioned. Then we go on to another message where she says, I'll make him come back, because people in the Discord were asking for David and she is with David. Again, you guys can see that this metadata is exactly the same. The usernames are the same. Here's the message where he says, me and this user have a kid on the way. Again, that same username that she's associated with. Interesting, there's another message where it looks like she writes, just so you know, March next year. So we're talking about her being pregnant in July. She would have been due in March of 2025. So I wonder if she's just like freshly pregnant here, because if you're due in March, wouldn't you have conceived in June? And we're getting these messages in mid-July. Now I know you mothers out there are going to check me in the comments, so please give me some clarity. If she was due in March and we're talking about this in July, it sounds really early on. In another message, Celeste admits to being a missing person. Again, same username from the deleted user. The missing person message was from 2023, and there's a few more messages that are pretty disturbing of her talking about linking up with David and being with David. And in one message, we see that Celeste even confirms that.
Yo, bro, after old buddy, the Utah boy, right? And they done brought Reddit, Discord, Twitch, and somebody else. I forgot what the other Reddit, Discord, I don't know. Yo, the things that be going on these apps is low-key crazy. All right?
She's only 13 years old. I mean, thinking about it now, I wonder if she was possibly 13 when she would have been conceiving this baby. What this proves to me is that there is a timeline here and a paper trail of where Celeste is admitting that she is a missing person, admitting that she is 13.
Oh my God, bro,
later on in that server, a year later, she's admitting to being pregnant, to being due in March. And we don't necessarily know how long Celeste's body has been sitting there. Could she have been like unalived when she was pregnant? Could have been because of the pregnancy. How long could have it been? I mean, they say she's very decomposed, and I don't know how long. Like, what if he did this to her?
Oh my, yo, imagine
her body.
Imagine you book, cause ain't he like in the UK doing the tour or something? Imagine you doing whatever you doing, right? Then you find out, yo, cause he said if she was doing March, right now it is September, which is 6 months later. Okay. If he had to do that before the baby was born to make sure the world didn't see the baby, let's just say March at the latest. You do that, pack her in the trunk, throw a couple ice packs in there, Bay Harbor, butcher it up. You feel me? And you go on about your life and you book a tour, then go on tour and leave it in the, come on, bro.
In a freezer, and then, he went on to tour and decided to put it in the Tesla and to create this whole drama. I don't know. Clearly, he's a sick man. You guys know Celeste was obsessed with Hello Kitty, like many 13-year-old girls are. This has become an obsession for David now. Even his Instagram user picture is a Hello Kitty graphic. In this comment section, though, on TikTok, somebody asked him, "Please adopt me. I need it." He replied with tagging a user 0907
here we go, man.
and asked, "Should we?" Well, that 0907 date is a familiar date to David because he releases a bunch of music videos on this date because it's Celeste's birthday.
He's sick, bro. This is nasty. Yo, FBI. Yo, is he in custody? Bro, I gotta see the interrogation tapes. Okay, whoever did the Young Thug tapes, we need y'all to get the David tapes. We need it. Feed the streets.
So here he is tagging her, asking, "Should we?"
You said all he had to do was not get her pregnant? No. Listen. All you gotta not do is date little girl. Just don't do that. Go find some people your age, okay? You was in high school, date some girls your age. That's all you gotta do. Lava liar, I don't know. Listen, you do not try to cover up dating young people by not getting them pregnant until you don't do that. You don't date them, all right? You don't date them. You stop right there, bro. That's crazy.
Kind of acknowledging that they're a couple.
Also notice he was obsessed with Celeste. He would release songs or music videos on every single one of her birthdays every single year.
That's
even
nasty.
A music video for his song called Romantic Homicide, where he kept hiring girls that look like Celeste to be in the music video.
This is actually in January of 2024. So this would have been, again, before she had gotten pregnant and things like that. More evidence linking Celeste to David include this photo that's been going around of her face being hidden while she's with David. And you could also see that this same purse that's hiding her face is in the background of one of his social media.
Where's her mom at? Bro, we need to bring back family dinner every week. You know what I'm saying? Friday night, Saturday night, cook dinner, sit at the table and talk. Yo, how has your week been? I noticed you got a tattoo on your finger that says David. Who is David? You never brought David over the crib. Where is he? I want to meet him. All right. Oh, David walked through the door as a 17-year-old. Listen, David might be going out in a trash bag. I ain't gonna lie. All right. Hey, listen, watch too much Dexter Morgan, buddy.
Videos. In this image, it looks like that's Celeste there in the back, kind of hiding her face. She has the same side profile and she's got this bandana on. Say she's got the red curls. She's got the ring finger on too. I mean, you see that ring finger, right? I'm going to zoom in onto that so you guys can really see what I'm talking about. You can see he's also got the same bandana on that she's got in that photo. Look at these lyrics on the screen too. I don't care about the law when I'm with you because I be breaking it all the time. Here's a picture of David's hands. As you guys can see, he's got a bunch of these bracelets on. Notice the pink ones. Interesting that those appear to be the same pink ones that are featured in this photo, this missing photo of Celeste. This makes me wonder, looking at the Discord messages and seeing how far back they go, looking at the TikTok comments, how long did he actually know this little girl? I mean, people are suspecting up to 7 years, which is crazy. She would have been like, what, 10, 11 years old when he got connected to her. I mean, his songs and his music videos, if you guys have not seen my last video, go and check that out because there are...
And who are his friends that know who this girl is? His homies shooting the music videos, his homies recording, producing, mixing. Maybe he did all of that himself. But if he didn't, we need all of y'all arrested too. All right, come down, talk to us at the interrogation room. We'd like to have a word with you.
So many instances where he's clearly referencing
Jordan
her.
was good.
In his song Decide in
doing good. How about
2022, it seems like he's talking about his relationship with Celeste and talking about a relationship with someone who's 7 years away from even becoming an adult.
And that's not it. Look at the song Decide by David that was dropped in 2022. It says, I know what the problem is. Save your tears, 7 years. I know life is complicated. In 2022, Celeste was 11 years old. 7 years until she was 18. The case is over. It's
hold up. What? Hold up.
Years old. Said life is complicated. In 2022, Celeste was 11 years old. 7 years until she was 18.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
No, we got him now. All right, we got him now. David is a nasty man. Okay, and it's crazy. Like, for the regular brain people out here, we just be living our lives thinking like stuff like this don't happen. Nobody would think like that. Who would do that? Then you got people like David putting it in lyrics. And save your tears, 7 years. 18 minus 7, 11. All right. When people heard this song, they should have got him right then. All right. Investigation should have started.
The case is over. It's wraps. Lock him up.
Now, you guys might be wondering, why isn't David behind bars right now? Well, they're trying to figure out how she actually died because I guess they need to prove that it was homicide. I mean, if you are chopped up and left
She's chopped up
in a bag, I don't think you did it yourself. So I would safely say that that's homicide, but I guess we got to go by the rules.
A lot of people are going to be asking the very obvious question of, why hasn't David been brought in at least for questioning? Law enforcement doesn't have the answers they want in order to be able to confront or question David, especially without an autopsy report as to the cause and manner of death.
Now, I don't love the idea of the police handling all this. I feel like we need the FBI at this point, but you know, they're trying their best. They did go and raid his home and collect a bunch of evidence, and I'm sure if they turn on that laptop, they're going to see the Discord messages and things like that, because you might delete things, like maybe even Celeste's username was deleted, but like I showed you,
even if they don't get for the murder, bro, it's gotta be proof of a relationship, which is proof of a whole nother crime, that even if we don't get them on the murder, my dog, you're still going to jail. They gotta at least question them about that. Who's this girl running around with you? Got your name tatted on her finger. What are these references in this song to her? Not only her death, we gotta question him about this is nasty work.
There are indicators that show that this was all the same user and enough proof to identify it as Celeste.
Posted what they found in David's house when they searched it, and you can see them leaving with his computer. They were allegedly checking for any signs of They were even checking his drains to see if he tried to get rid of anything, and they ended up leaving his house with about 2 bags full of evidence.
I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. This is such a mess, and I suspect that David will be behind bars by the end of this week, right? I don't know, but I'll be updating you guys on this and anything else you want me to talk about. So let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Bye, guys.
Bro, listen, this is my first Sloan video. My man is a detective pulling up the metadata. It's a bad time for criminals because a lot of criminals have moved to the internet and people have found out a way to use the internet to link you to exactly what you did. All right? You're done. All right? I've seen enough of this David thing for me to pretty much cast my judgment. He did it. And if he didn't do it personally, he know who did. Because I remember when the story broke, everybody was talking about like, it couldn't have been him. He's on tour. This is crazy. I remember all of that. And I was like, yo, that's wild. Somebody stole your car, right? Somebody stole your car, put a body in it, and they found a body. That's what I thought at first. But then somebody brought up a really good point about this whole thing. Now, if you've ever driven in a Tesla or you've seen a Tesla, they have like 4K cameras on them. All right. So I don't know if it's stored in like the Tesla cloud or like on his phone or I don't know. But there's camera footage of when that body got loaded in that trunk. And Tesla, listen, come on. I've seen the videos. Them joints is 1080p, 4K quality, HD. All right.